What's going on, y'all? 5 Sports Talk back at it with another video talking some NFL. There's been a lot of good football this year until we had to see that. And by that I mean the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks in what was an absolute drubbing, 40-7. Talking about rout city, blowout city, whatever you want to call it. The Seahawks absolutely dismantled the Panthers. Look, I don't want to get into, how the game went and the game flow and the script and how exactly the Seahawks beat the Panthers, because it was just straight up domination. Thomas Rawls ran the football well. Russell Wilson looked like himself again. Jimmy Graham made big plays. And really the Panthers defense, was nowhere to show up, and Cam Newton was nowhere to show up. So what I really want to talk about instead is the team that they dismantled in the Carolina Panthers, who have now fallen to, wait for it, 4-8. The team that made it to the Super Bowl last year is now 4-8, and their season is officially over. Technically, they're not eliminated from the playoffs just yet. Mathematically, they're still in it, but we pretty much know their season is over. And really, this begs the question: is what went wrong? Because really, the only key piece they lost was Josh Norman on the defense, and you're not telling me the whole defense falls apart just because of Josh Norman. And then you have to look at the best player on the team, and that is Cam Newton. And when you're the quarterback of a team, you get all the credit, but you also get all the blame. And right now, Cam Newton, I want to talk about, if he's been overrated. Look, before you guys start freaking out here, I'm not saying Cam Newton is a bad quarterback. Not saying that at all. What I mean by overrated is last year Cam Newton was the MVP. MVP, most valuable player, best player in the league. So his standard every game that he plays is at that level now. He's reached that level, so we expect him to always stay at that level. And this year, he has not been at that level, not even close to it. So my thing is, really, was that a fluke of a year last year? Was that really the Cam Newton that we should be expecting? And that's where I think, let's just go to the numbers and let's see what the numbers say. And the numbers actually tell a lot. So I'll just read you some numbers here with Cam Newton's passer rating, quarterback rating over his entire season, starting from his rookie year. 84, 86, 88, 82, and this year 80. Missing one number in there, and that is his rating last year, his passer rating last year, which was 99.4 in his MVP year. Outlier. Then we look at touchdowns thrown. 21, 19, 24, 18, 15. And 15 so far this year. He's had about 15 touchdowns to about 8 interceptions. So I am missing one touchdown number, and that is 35, which is what he threw last year. So last year, if you look at the numbers say last year was an anomaly. Cam Newton that we've seen this year has been the Cam Newton that has been there for the past 5 seasons prior to last year's MVP year. So really, that begs the question is, that means that Cam Newton, what we expected last year, that's not really the Cam Newton that we should be expecting. That's not what the numbers say. That's not what the averages say. I'm not saying Cam Newton's a bad quarterback. I'm just saying he's not an elite quarterback. Cam Newton is a good quarterback. He's not a great top-tier, top 3 elite quarterback. And the Cam Newton that we saw last year, the MVP Cam Newton, really we should not be expecting that Cam Newton, because the numbers say otherwise. The Cam that we've seen for the first 5 years is really the Cam that we are seeing this year. And that's really how it is. Look, we've seen this in sports before. Guys have career years and then they fall off. Cam could bounce back, or we could never see Cam have a year like last year ever again. But with that being said, let me know what you guys think. By the way, this video was inspired by the topic, was inspired by one of my friends over at Sports Fan Entertainment. Check out that channel, link in the description for that. With that being said, don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching.